Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. Well, look at that. I managed to screw that up pretty good on the overlay. Let's switch to this one. Hey, this one looks better. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining us here tonight. We're playing what game are we playing?
Good question.
Something
Beyond the Witchlight.
Wild Beyond the Witchlight is the game
Never heard of it.
that we are
No.
playing tonight. And this is, I think, episode 10, and we're just moving into a new chapter here.
Oh
Yeah, everybody leveled up and got more powerful and got more smart, and
that didn't happen.
well, something good
Yeah.
happened. Hopefully for everyone, they got a little something.
Powerful, yes.
Yes,
I got spells. I got more spell slots. That was
more
cool.
spell slots are good. The more murder spells that you can cast on
Pew,
my
pew, pew.
cartoon
I have a
NPCs.
yeah. Now I
got
can. Oh, sorry.
No, I got one extra rage.
Oh,
That'll help. I'm up to 3.
I got a little something too.
Ooh.
now I have a giant hand that pops out from the earth to hold you in place while I shoot
That's
magic
nice.
missile at you. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Maximilian's earthen grasp.
Doesn't need to because magic missile
I
hit
know.
no matter what,
Thinking,
but it's
that's
just like
not
the
really-
visual, the intimidation factor.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
You
it's
want to get your head
purely-
blown off while
Yeah, it's-
also getting grabbed from
I
the
would
ground.
hold you while I hit you. Made
Yeah,
you
it's
watch.
purely intimidation, nothing else.
well, we got to say some thank yous to the audience real quick. DM Dave just bought the DM a reroll, and Ed bought everyone else a reroll. So we're all squared up.
Oh,
Thanks, Ed. No, I'm just thank
Awesome.
everybody.
We need those.
thank you.
They do need them. I don't know what's going on with this
Absolutely.
group, but they just roll horrible like every session. they create the drama in the dice rolls because nothing goes smoothly. So where we are beginning here, you all we're very close to finding some of your missing items in this previous session. You did some house chores sort of for Bavlorna, and she was all ready to hand over at least one of your missing items that you'd come to Prismere to find, and come to find out that somebody else had gotten to it already, and you were able to see from the windows of her high rise in the sky of Thither that there was a big storm cloud balloon that was carting away some acquaintances of yours that you suspect probably have your things, since Bavlorna was raging out and getting a little accusatory towards one of those guests. So she has now set you on a path to find those things. She had her own thing, really, that she was looking for, a little porcelain jar with little chicken feet on it and maybe adorned with other chicken motif imagery. I don't know. She told you it had chicken feet, and that was her thing that she wanted you to get back. And if you found that, brought it back to her, she'll let you have your things back. She gave you the skull of that Clapperclaw, this elk skull that Clapperclaw used as a head, knowing that it would motivate him to maybe brave traversing the boundary of hither to thither. So he's pretty excited to be joining you now that you've brought him his object, his thing that was important to him that he had been stolen from him by those dastardly Harangon bandits. So that's kind of where we're beginning. She also lent you a swamp gas balloon to take with you, so you could maybe travel a little quicker or unencumbered by the swamp and whatnot. So that's where we're beginning. Is it just crossed into the mists that divide up Prismere and divide Bavlorna's realm from that of her sister, Granny Nightshade, as she is known. So I think before we go any further, maybe we should do some character introductions here. I don't know. Let's have everybody just tell us a little bit about your character and tell us maybe what's going through their mind as they're moving into this new realm. How were they changed by Thither, and what's weighing on them as they're moving into this next chapter of the adventure? And I think let's start somewhere in the middle this time. Why don't we start with Maple?
Maple is a fairy barbarian, and she spent the 8 years being kind of docile, not really part of the Feywild, stuck in the material realm. And now that she's had a taste of it, she's actually kind of ticked. Maple now has a kill list. There's two people that really wronged her while she was Thither. No, Hither. While she was in Hither, and she wants to catch up with them mainly to get her thing back, but partly because they hurt her friends. So she is a little angrier than usual as she moves into this now happier place, or at least it looks happier, but I think it's a trap.
That's probably fair. Let's move next to Arlo.
Okay, so I'm Joe. I play Arlo, who is a Haringen monk who used to work at the Witchlight Carnival and then had been lost in Faerun and Waterdeep for a while, where he was helping the sick and homeless and things like that. And the time in Hither has really made him just sort of more confused about where their stuff is, and right now what he's worrying about is how we're ever going to find the people in the storm balloon again, because there was really no indication of where they were headed next. And then that world was all sort of somber and sad seeming and swampy, and this world already looks brighter and happier, and so we'll see what happens with that. I have
All
a
right.
feeling nothing good.
Nothing good. Maybe some good, maybe some bad. Let's move next to Lim Green.
Hey, I'm Jenna. I play Lim Green. She is a hex blood wizard. And thoughts that are going through her head. Part of her is excited to be exploring another area of the Feywild to kind of get out of the swamp, because it was a little on the mucky side, but she thought it kind of had its own weird beauty about it, even though it was kind of gross. But she is excited to kind of move on and see what else is out there. But she's also kind of, I guess, frustrated for others, not necessarily of something towards her, because, I mean, everyone's lost their stuff. But now, Maple and Shion, not only they've lost their stuff, they almost got it back only for it to be stolen. So it's kind of like just like a once removed type frustration, but she's feeling for her companions and feels a bit more feels more motivated, knowing that, like, okay, it's not just in one spot anymore, like it's on the move, like we have to catch up. So she's kind of feeling a bit more energetic.
Awesome. Let's go next to Shion.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm playing Sion. She is a high elf wizard. She did lose her ring. It's a signet ring. It was bestowed upon her by the one that was Papa. She was very close to getting it back from the hag, but like Dennis said, it seemed to have flown away. Currently, she's feeling kind of let down, unmotivated. Kind of hoping that this new place, it looks delightful, hopefully is in fact a delightful place to be. It isn't filled with as much frustration, confusion, and frankly sadness as the other place.
And last, let's go to Vish.
Hi, I'm Isaac. I'm playing Vish. What changed Vish in the last few episodes? I would say not much. She has learned though that it stinks to get hurt, and she really enjoys being up front. And she's started working on maybe something or another that might rectify her getting hurt as much. So she's looking forward to kind of bringing that out. She's still looking for her tinker tools, and there might be maybe a glint of hope in her eyes as she's kind of looking over the landscape. She has this weird feeling that maybe she might be in the right place. Somewhere deep down in her, she feels like this is where she needs to be to find her grandpa's tools.
Yeah, that's probably a good point to end on, as you have successfully, you're navigating through the air in this swamp gas balloon. You'd gotten a little bit of a tutorial by your bullywug friend before you left. Clapper Claw's been kind of helping out a bit too, and so you're traveling, and you all kind of navigate towards the misty veil that seems to create this perimeter around the realm, and the balloon enters through it, and you're only in it. I mean, it feels like maybe a few minutes, and it's just like being in the middle of a cloud. It's just white, wispy air all around you. You can't really see through it, but eventually it sort of parts, and you're not looking down at the swamp anymore. You are looking at this, beautiful primeval forest, really lush greens and the reds. All the colors really pop here. There's sort of a floral scent in the air. There's sounds of birds chirping, and just sort of like a merriment as you're coming into the realm. It almost sounds like the forest has music and is much nicer feel than this previous place that you were. And as that happens, sunlight is kind of kissing down on you, and it's warmth. You're taking it in, and Arlo and Vish, the two of you, just have this overpowering feeling that you're close. You're getting close to your objects.
This is what hope
Yes.
feels like. I'd almost forgotten.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh.
I mean, I've always had hope. You didn't think we were gonna find our stuff?
I mean, I put on a good face and all, but no, I thought we were gonna die in the last place.
Don't worry. I'll protect you. You're not gonna die.
Thank you. I like.
To be fair, I also thought we were going to die.
But I didn't realize
I almost did die.
I didn't realize we had all those like dirty handkerchiefs with the healing powers. So,
Plenty more where that come from. I reused them.
As you're kind of talking and sharing this sensation that the two of you are coming to understand, Clapperclaw just kind of looks out and he says, "Well, fair to say we're properly in Thither now. What do you think? Where do you want to go? Sounds like the hag thought maybe we shouldn't be flying around too much, in case we're spotted."
Yeah, so we should probably park the balloon somewhere. Are we in this? Is our icon on that map the direction we're coming in from?
Yeah, I'll say that the D20 comet, the 20 sides symbol there, is kind of where you're at.
So I don't know if we're. It doesn't seem like we're too close to any real landmarks. What do we wanna? Oh, there's like a cave over here. Are we able to
Clapper,
see this cave?
yeah, Clapper Claw will mention that because he's just gonna say, "I've got a a friend that maybe you could ask some questions of if you want to. I don't know. Maybe he knows where your stuff is. I'm not sure. He's really good at making things.
Oh, that's
Maybe he
good.
could.
That
I don't
sounds
know.
nice.
Oh,
Can we
really?
stash our balloon there?
I think so. I think so.
sh-
I think we could land it there and be out of sight.
Oh, cool. That's almost perfect.
Yeah, let's do
Should we
that.
go there, gang?
It is perfect.
I
Yeah,
think that's a
let's
good start.
go.
Yeah. Go there.
Go there. Go there.
Whee!
Go there.
So, you using some of the techniques that you were taught before you left, you're able to kind of let out some of the swamp gas from the balloon and slowly let it descend down into the forest below. Um, and as you do so, you can sort of see the cave is coming to clearer view. You can see an illumination there. Inside the cave, like there's some torchlight or something on the inside. Um, and as you're parking the balloon and getting it maybe tethered or tied down, you notice that nailed to one of the tree trunks down here is a piece of parchment that has sort of a sketch of a young boy, maybe like 8, 10 years old, on it. It looks like a wanted poster.
Is there gonna be
Huh.
like another criminal here that tries to steal all our stuff all the time?
Maybe.
Uh,
He's just a little kid.
Will of the Feywild.
Yes.
Bring
can't
bring this indigenous brat to me, and you can
Impetuous.
claim. Oh yeah, sorry, it was hard to read that one.
Yeah,
one
I was
letter.
having a hard time with it too.
To me, and you can claim one item of your choice from my workshop, Granny Nightshade.
Let's find this shit. bag.
Wow. Man, that's a really high offer.
Feywild. Will of the Feywild. Oh, we should ask your friend about this person, Clapperclaw.
you know anything
Unless-
about your Clapper Claw?
Unless your friend is Will of the Feywild.
Clapperclaw says, oh, I don't know. All the children kind of look the same to me. He might be from, maybe he works in the workshop. Granny Nightshade, well, she has a lot of children that work for her.
Great, she runs a sweatshop.
Yeah. So we would get an item back, but we would be returning a child to an unhealthy working environment.
I guess we shouldn't assume. I mean, maybe they just work doing things like, Peter Cottontail did for the other one, just stealing stuff for her and stuff.
Well, Granny Nightshade says she says it's good for them and it teaches them lessons and keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yep. I didn't like it very much. I felt like I wasn't causing any trouble. I didn't really like working for her. That's
You
why.
had to work for her?
Oh yeah. She made me stand out in this field. What was that word you called me before? You said I was a crow?
Oh,
Scarecrow?
That's it. That's what yeah, that's right. That's what I did.
You were a scarecrow?
Were you good at it?
Were you like a boy before that?
I don't really remember. I don't think maybe. Do I seem like I kind of look? I mean, I'm kind of dressed like a little boy, don't you think? I could be a real boy.
I'm a real boy. I just couldn't. I suppose you could have been.
But with these big claws that I got,
I mean, have you always had those?
I hope so. That's my favorite. Besides the skull, which is pretty cool. I think the second favorite thing about myself is the claws.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish they would have called me something like elk head or elk skull, but it's kind of in my name. Claws.
Mm.
Clap, clap, clap,
Claw, yeah.
clap, clap.
I didn't mean to be rude, she might have saw me staring at you earlier, but are those claws connected to something?
Mm, I'm afraid to find out.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
maybe
the
don't
head.
explore that. That's not a good idea.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
'cause
lose
you
the
did
claws.
really-
Claw for
you were-
short. You want a
You're just
nickname.
sort of able to take your head off and put a different one on. I've never actually known anybody that could do that. In the
Yeah.
moment, it seems sort of insignificant, but looking back now, that's sort of a big deal.
I'm very module.
Yeah, you're modular.
Yes.
Good.
It's pretty cool.
Adaptable.
Yeah. So let's visit your friend and maybe. Yeah, that's so. She had you working as a scarecrow, huh?
Yeah. And
Did she do anything bad to you when you were scarecrowing?
No, but I mean, didn't let me do anything else. And she's kind of scary. Like, I don't really like scaring people, I like talking to people. I like talking to you guys. I like talking to frog heads. I like
Crows.
crows. I like crows. Yeah, I don't want to scare them. So I had to
always
get out.
talk.
I had to get out of there.
Scarecrows usually scare people away from something or whatever. Where were you a scarecrow? What was the something?
Oh yeah,
Huh?
what were you trying to protect?
Huh?
Never mind.
Was it like a
Well-
cornfield, a wheat field, a
Yeah,
mushroom patch?
Because usually,
Bunch
like, the
of-
scarecrow is there so that way the crows think there's a person in the field, so they don't go pecking at like the fields and eating stuff.
Or her house.
Oh.
Yeah, but but Clapperclaw said you put him in a field.
Mm.
Yeah, it was
Not
right.
Not to say it wasn't by his house, but their house.
I guess there was a garden there. Field may be
Okay.
wrong word. I'm sorry about that. I misled
Well,
you.
that's okay.
It's right next to the workshop.
Oh,
Oh,
Huh.
cool.
and what did you
do in
scare
the
away? Were they?
workshop?
Did you scare away
Workshop?
crows? Did you scare away anything?
No, I wasn't probably all that good at my
I was
job.
just checking. Yeah.
Yeah. But I spent a lot of time in the garden. I tried to make it work. That's where I got the idea for the gourd and the cabbage head.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of them
Uh,
in the garden. And I wanted something a little familiar when I lost, this cool thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys want me to introduce you to my friend Nib, or
Yeah.
okay,
Let's do that.
maybe
Yes,
he knows
please.
a little bit more about scaring crows. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just not very good at this. And he gets off on the wrong subject and leads you into the cave. And so you make your way inside, kind of following the light. And as you make your way inside, just like a small little tunnel about 5 feet wide, that you got to pass through, and then it sort of opens up into this cave. And inside you can see there's a wizened old man wearing a blindfold that's sitting at a spinning wheel. And inside this chamber, I don't know, we'll say it's like maybe 20 feet in diameter. Pretty low ceiling. But all around the perimeter of the room is just stacked up these big Scrooge McDuck piles of gold. And he appears to be, on occasion, kind of reaching out get the kind of the sense maybe he can't see because of the blindfold, but he just kind of reaches out, maybe even stands a little bit and like kind of scoops up some of the coins. And when he does so, it seems to in his hand almost like instantaneously like transform and transmute into like threads of gold that then like kind of magically like adhere to the spinning wheel, and he starts to work some kind of magic at it.
Ooh.
And Clapper Claw just says, hey Nib, it's clap 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 clap, it's me. And he says, Clapper Claw, is that you? I know that clicking and clacking anywhere. How are you, old fellow? And he says, oh, I'm pretty good. I brought some friends with me, and I think they're hoping to kind of talk to you about. See, they lost some of their things, and they're hoping to find them. I guess you probably haven't seen them, but maybe you've heard or used other sensory pieces of information to find, seen it, not seen. Maybe you know where they are. And he says, oh, okay, well, maybe, who all is there? I'm Nib, it's nice to meet you.
Hello, Nib.
Hey. Nib.
I'm Arlo.
Hello.
I am Lim.
My name's Maple.
I'm Steon.
I'm Vish. I'm over here. Hi.
Oh, hi, nice to meet
Callie.
you.
What are you doing there? It looks remarkably interesting.
Oh, well, I could maybe make you something if you like. I'm transforming all of this gold into, well, you know, right now I'm making myself, a bag. Maybe I can put, a bag so I can put more gold in it. I'm sort of running out of room here, you see.
Oh. Yeah, that's easy.
And this is no ordinary bag, my friend. This is a very special bag.
Really?
It's sort of a bottomless bag.
No way.
Have you ever heard of such a bag before?
No.
Oh,
How
but
did
just-
you do that?
Well,
That's amazing. Are you all impressed with that? That's pretty cool, huh?
It sounds familiar.
Vish,
Yes?
there might be one big difference here in the bag that Nib is making and the bags that you make, right? This one lasts forever, Nib?
Well, I mean, we don't know that.
What?
I'm asking
Yeah.
out loud. Nib, if it lasts forever.
oh, sure, yeah. I mean, I guess nothing necessarily lasts forever, but it's very durable. It's made of magic.
Nice. But
Right.
Fish, yours only lasts for like a couple days, right?
No. He's just looking at
Hey,
you,
yeah, but
kind of
you'll
looking up
use a
at
new
you
shirt.
like, what do you think my handiwork is? What? Just because I can make it out of a gunny sack, this is all I had, okay? It still
Long
works.
sleeves.
The quality is there.
And I
I'm
have
sorry.
wings, so you have to watch out for the area where I need the wings. Okay. Long sleeve shirt, wings. Be awesome.
What's happening?
I was trying to whisper to Nib while they were talking. Like, oh, long sleeve shirt with wings would be great. I haven't had a
Oh.
new shirt in like 8 years.
I could do that for you. Anything you want the shirt to do, you want it to like.
Well, I mean, I would definitely want it to match. I like to accessorize.
Let me.
Um,
This will just take a little bit here. Do you want any kind of personalization? Maybe some initials embroidered in there, or
oh, like a maple tree.
Yeah, what like a maple tree or maple leaf?
Yeah, but like just up on the corner, like right up here.
okay.
What?
Yeah.
He starts to
Awesome.
grab some more coins, and starts to. He puts his project aside for a second and he starts to work on this. He says, "This will just take maybe about an hour or so, and I'll have this all
Oh.
spun up for you."
Just amazing. I have something.
Is it really that easy? Cool.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Is it?
Easy. Yeah, it's easy.
Ooh.
It's my pleasure to do this for you. If it's my way of making amends.
Amen.
Amends for what?
That's a story. I get comfortable. Like, I realize it's coming.
You don't want to hear about all of that, I'm sure.
Well, we're sort of new in town, so wouldn't mind learning about some stuff.
I mean, if it's gonna make you feel better. And she rolls her eyes.
It will not make me feel better. The only thing that'll make me feel better is taking all this damned money and making something useful of it.
Oh,
See,
I like this one.
can you make play mail out of it? That'll be useful.
Oh,
oh,
plate
this is
mail.
really because all of it's gold. There's no like steel or do you have
Oh.
steel and all that stuff?
It's all gold.
It's-
Plate
it's,
mail might be a little tricky for me.
Are you sure?
You sure?
You don't want to relook at that?
Maybe I could make you. Oh. How about a nice cloak? You're looking for something that'll kind of protect you? Could make you something like that.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Okay. Right after hers,
Of course.
her suit is her clothes are all done. I'll get working on that for you. And kind of as he gets like real focused on his work, and he's continuing on trying to get the details quite right on this set of clothing that Maple wants made. And as he's doing so, you sort of feel a chill on the air. And as you're observing him, you notice that there's like sort of translucent or sort of phantoms and apparitions that are appearing right over his shoulder. Some of them seem to be like they don't really make any noise, but you can see some of them are like whispering into his ear, and you can see him kind of shuddering. Or a couple, there's like two children that are kind of running around his little workstation and kind of poking at him and pulling at him, and you hear him just say, "No, leave me alone, go away, I'm sorry." He just keeps working.
And you said he's human?
Yes, he's human. You could make a insight check.
Okay.
That was mildly terrifying. Just little children running around.
There's something maybe a little bit familiar feeling about him. He seems like he's probably from Waterdeep. I mean, the style of his clothing and the way that he talks with a, sort of the accent or uses some slang maybe that's sort of specific to Waterdeep. So there's having grown up in Waterdeep yourselves, there's sort of something familiar feeling about him.
Sir, why do you wear a blindfold?
Well, I do it so I don't have to look at them.
The apparitions.
Who's them?
Yeah, that's right, the spirits. Can't bear to look at them in the eye. Not after what I've done.
Is that how you ended up here?
Yeah, sort of. I was trying to find a way to make it all better, to make amends. I went to Granny Nightshade to see if she had something I could do to make it all better. This, see, I used to be a landlord, Waterdeep, and I'll insert here that if any of you, I don't know, you've all like kind of grown up in Waterdeep and probably had to pay your way or whatever. It's totally possible that you know this guy, and I'll let you kind of decide if you've ever had to pay rent to him or not. But he says, I was a I took people for all they were worth just to stay in my rooms and board at my buildings, and I didn't upkeep the buildings at all, and I was cruel, and I kicked people out on the street when they couldn't pay. I was heartless. At once I was getting close to the end of my days, I was looking for a way to make it all better. I started to feel guilty about such things. So I wanted to take all the money that I had earned over the course of my life and put it to good use. And Granny Nightshade, she said that she could help me make something of that. And then she cursed me to sit in this cave with all of my ill-begotten gains. I have gained a gift. I could transform this money into things that would be useful for people, but I can't do much but sit here.
Would you like us to kill you once you're done making stuff for us?
What?
Put you out of your misery?
You could try that, I suppose.
Well,
I can't stop you.
No, do you
Jeez.
want to? I mean, are you still busy doing amends, or are you ready to, like...
I did not see that coming.
No, me neither.
Okay, fine. We won't bring it up again.
No, I
yeah.
mean, I'm not against it.
Oh, he seems like he's...
Clapperclaw, who have you brought here?
Hold
I
on
was
there,
wondering,
guys.
Clapperclaw, where did you find this guy?
Clapperclaw's just like, I don't know. I mean, I guess they killed the Bullywog King. I don't know. Maybe
No,
We
I
did not
totally
kill the
misread
Bull-
the situation.
listen. No, I'm actually.
Will.
Why? So why are these spirits following you around while you work? What did they tell you?
Are those the spirits of like the people you took money from?
Yes. So you see, I don't know that you could kill me even if you tried.
I was just asking if you wanted us to, not saying we were going to.
Oh,
Like, if we could help you, if you're miserable doing this, we could help with that, but maybe we can't.
I think Granny Nightshade is the only one who could undo this for me. And she seems unlikely to do that.
Well, I will try to do some good with my new shirt. That might help.
Oh, I'm just about done with that. He hands that to you just as you see, there's like a large, maybe half orc, like right behind him, just kind of like got him by like the shoulders, just pressing down, like pressure on his shoulders, and he's just sort of wincing. You're not sure that he's like physically feeling that, but he knows that there's another apparition haunting him right behind him.
And this is supposed to help you through your pain and guilt?
I don't think it's really meant to help. I think it's meant to be cruel that I even asked or went for assistance.
I have a quick question. I tried to give the half-orc a look, like lay off for a second. Does it acknowledge me? Does it know I'm there? Is there any interaction?
I would say no. It doesn't seem like it does.
Okay.
Sole purpose really is there to haunt him.
Checking.
And after he finishes that piece of clothing, he moves on to making a cloak for Vish.
That is really nice, Maple. You do really good work, sir. I just want to let you know. I'm sorry that you're haunted by all the people that you wronged in the past. I'm happy I haven't wronged people like you.
So, can I ask, like, the clothes that he made, are this literally made out of gold, or is he transforming the gold into the other materials?
It sort of transforms. I wouldn't say it's like 100% gold, but it's gonna have like golden thread and
Like
It's
a
like
sheen.
one of those new sweaters that still have glitter in it or something, because like something like that, it's still shiny or whatever.
yeah,
And I'm gonna
there's
ask-
some evidence of what it was made of or what the magic
Excellent.
behind it.
And I'm gonna ask for like a big robe, like robes, like nice mobile monk robes with like a big hood, but that has holes for my ears to pop out.
Right?
So like a
Yeah.
big cowl, so I can do like the cool dark brooding towel or cowl over my face, but then my ears won't get squishied.
Yeah. So he'll
Squishy.
work on that over the course of the next couple of hours. He's got Vishes, he's got Arlos, and he says, "Oh, what? I think there was 2 others of you. What would you like?"
I don't know. I'm
Are you sure you're okay providing to us? Is that
yeah, like
something that you wish to do?
like I don't
Well,
want to make you do more than you have to.
No,
Exactly.
this gold it does nothing for me. If it would help you or bring you some joy, I am more than happy to give you these gifts. But no,
Very
Don't-
nice, son.
I don't expect anything in return. The rule of reciprocity is a rule for those here in Prismere, but please, I just hope the one thing you can do in return is just wear these things, wear them proudly, and enjoy them.
Yeah, I'll
Nice.
take either a robe or a cloak. You can decide.
Okay.
A nice robe would be cool. I've been kind of wearing some rags for quite a while. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Do you want like a cup of water or something while you're working, or?
Well, sure. That would be very lovely of you if you
Okay.
could spare
And she's
something.
gonna like go and like get him something and like bring it to him. Maybe like
You
throw
know-
in like some food in there too.
Do you know anything about this Will of the Feywild?
Will of the
that there's
Feywild.
wanted posters outside for?
Oh. Well, I believe he's sort of public enemy number 1 on Granny Nightshade's list of people. From what I hear, which isn't all that much, he's something of a rapscallion who's helped some of the younger children escape from her workshop.
There's a workshop again. What does she do in her workshop?
Well, they make toys. Not altogether pleasant toys. Sort of cruel, sort of nasty looking, terrifying things, which she delivers to
What
children.
do they do with them? Oh.
Things to cause them to have nightmares.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So does she kidnap children to work in her workshop, or do they go there willingly?
Well, she kidnaps them, or at least she did in the before times before she came to be trapped here. Will of the Feywild is sort of unknown to me. I've only started hearing this name recently. Sounds as if he's made a home amongst a tree ant named Little Oak. and there's a number of them that are scheme plans and sneak into the workshops when they can and try to ferry away some of her some of the kids. But certainly, Granny Nightshade has been very vigilant on trying to catch this little group. They call themselves the Getaway Gang. So it's been sort of quiet. I haven't heard too much about them recently.
Let's see.
So they escaped her workshop.
Maybe some, maybe.
So the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
This is true.
So then you said that Granny Nightshade is stuck here now? Did you say? Or just in Prismere in general?
Well, maybe she has ways around it. I'm not sure, but sort of seems as if she doesn't leave the realm quite as much as she once did.
And does her supply of kidnapped children usually come from in the realm or outside of the realm?
Well, outside of the realm, I imagine. That's why I'm kind of surprised to hear this new name I'd never heard before, because sort of thought that everybody that was here was just about accounted for.
This Will is kind of new.
I'd never heard of him before.
Okay.
Do you think maybe because when we were at the carnival, it seemed like a halfling got pulled in through a mirror, and I saw someone who kind of looked a little scary. I don't know if it was the hag, because I don't know what she looks like, but do you think maybe that's how maybe she pulled in more people without leaving?
Could be.
Would be. It's an
In
interesting
the
theory.
carnival.
Yeah, because I mean, if kids are going into like the fun house and the illusion house and they stumble on this mirror, just a quick little flip.
Yep. Think you're onto something there, Lil.
And there are kids that were missing from the carnival.
Oh yeah. Some people mentioned kids, even
There's a
the
whole lost and found spot for kids, wasn't there?
well, that's where parents were dropping
parents.
off their kids.
Oh,
Also, where the displacer lost her daughter.
The displacer lost her daughter
We gotta put a stop to this whole ring, guys.
for nanny for nanny displacer beast.
So are there any
Conspiracy.
notable landmarks or places you would suggest we visit before we... What are we doing? Are we gonna go try to find, like, Bill? Or are we gonna go try to talk to Granny Nightshade?
Focus
Tell
on
her...
finding your stuff.
Because
The
we
rest
need
of
to
it's a
find our
distraction.
stuff. I can tell our stuff. My
Yeah.
stuff is here.
Mhm.
Really? I felt
Feel
I
like
it.
wish my stuff was here.
I remember
No,
that feeling.
because
We'd
it
find
feels,
a
it
merchant.
feels like it's here. It really does.
I know the feeling. It's
Yep,
gone
me
now.
too.
Yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to find Will, maybe because then maybe he seems to know his way around her home without getting caught, because he's out there still. So maybe he would be a good place to start, assuming we can find him. He seems to be good at not being caught.
I'm gonna keep an open mind and let it all come to me. It'll make sense.
So, Nib, you said,
Too much going on.
you said that it seems like maybe the sort of like a community where you would know most of the people that exist,
Well,
or entities that are in play and things like that.
I guess I wouldn't make that claim that I would know everybody, but it seems like this Will has a sort of a brazen attitude. He's definitely caught Granny Nightshade's attention. It sort of seems sort of, I don't know. He doesn't seem like a character that would have flown under the radar for so long. It just strikes me interesting. That.
Are there any other people of note or of prominence, or have you ever met people that fly a storm air balloon and sell stuff?
Yes, I know the very characters that you talk about. They've often come here asking me to make them things, and I did oblige on 1 or 2 occasions, but they're like me. Or at least the way that I was. Just out for profit off of people, take advantage of people. I don't care for their kind. I'm not going to participate in such shenanigans. Schemes.
Would you be able to tell us or try to get in touch with us if they do come back asking for you to make stuff? Could you pretend that you were going to make it for them and have them stay here? We'll come
Crap.
back and we'll...
Well, I could certainly try. I can't really leave the cave, you see, but if you ever want to come back and get a report from me, I could try to stall them. I've told them no so many times they don't really come to visit any longer, but I'd certainly keep an ear out.
Okay.
I think we should also try to find the getaway gang so that we can get some intelligence on Nightshade.
Mm-hmm.
If they escaped, obviously they know what's going on and what kind of character he is.
Pepperclaw, what do you think? You're from here, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I'm from around here, and you're wondering what no one ever asked me what I think. This is a big deal. I think you should. Well, kids are good usually, right?
Yes.
That's debatable. Sure.
For the most part.
For the premise of this argument, we'll agree.
I
Oh,
think usually covers it.
okay. Well, hopefully these kids are good too, and hopefully they will know what to do. We should ask them what they think.
Okay, that sounds fair, actually. I like that.
That was a good idea. I did a good job.
Good
Yeah,
job.
you did fabulous.
Did wonderful.
Clap, 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 clap.
Happy taps.
Nib says, you asked me about other. What is it? You came here looking for lost things. You think that Granny Nightshade has them?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Some of them, anyway.
well, I haven't seen this myself, but I've heard on occasion stories of a unicorn that lives in the forest. Could be a myth, I don't know. But such a creature maybe seems to me might be loyal, maybe, to the old way of things when Zybilnia was here. I like I said, I haven't met this creature myself or even know much about it. I just thought I'd mention it since you were asking for some help.
That sounds like a good starting point. Any leads on where we might track down said unicorn?
That's the thing of it. I not really. Those few that have come here, people come and ask me things, how to make them things, and usually we'll sit and chat. It takes me a little bit of time to do so, just as we're doing now. I heard there was a tiefling, I believe, that came through here. I forget what her name was, but she had claimed that she had found a pool where she thought she had found some evidence of a unicorn in the area. But this pool was completely mist covered, and she felt that there was probably some protection there, some kind of a magical rite maybe that was helping to conceal this creature. She wasn't ever able to figure the trick out. But if you come across such a location, a lake, what she called it, perhaps you'll have better luck.
Perhaps. Excellent. I think we have some pretty good leads on where we should go. Because maybe the unicorn can help us find the getaway gang, who can help us find our way through Nightshade's place to our stuff and out without issues. And then we go on to the next place to find those jerks that stole our stuff. Your stuff. Oh, we nailed
Yeah.
it. Let's go.
Plan settled. On the road again. But that does actually sound like a good way to start. I feel like the more information, the better.
All right. So basically, Neb finishes over the course of several hours. You know, I see there's wounds and such on there. A long rest has definitely happened at this point.
Right.
So
Oh, good.
he finishes your clothes and your cloaks and everything. I'm going to interpret all these items as cloaks of protection, and so those have been added to your inventory. So yeah, there you go. And you can reflavor that cloak as whatever you asked him to make. It'll functionally work the same.
Awesome.
So you begin to head out into the woods. And what is it that would like to do, or what does this look like?
Repeat the question again. Sorry.
I guess tell me what you're all doing.
Okay. I guess we should try to find the lake, right?
Yes.
Or are we traveling though? This is a really expansive place. Are we on foot or do we go back to the balloon?
I think we were advised not to use the balloon again.
Just park it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Mhm.
park it and we can hoof it, right?
Yeah.
It'll be some quality bonding time we can spend together.
Yeah, I guess it sounds like
Definitely fine with
it sounds like the hags don't really get along with each other. So if one encroaches on another one's territory, then the dukes come out.
Got it.
And we
I'll
do
go
have
and-
one of her balloons. Sorry.
I'll go ahead and move up close to Shion, and just with almost like a shit-eating grin, she's just gonna look at you and smile. Say, guess what I just did?
Yeah.
Remember that bag that we gave that nasty Haragon?
Yep.
It's no longer magical.
Nice. Perfect.
Hope he's all wet.
But yours is?
Swoosh.
Oh no, I did something else. She casted something else. She added an extra one to her AC.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Somewhere deep
This
within.
is-
What do you think? What do you
Thither.
think happened? Did all the water just start seeping out, or
Well, I could
Yeah,
I
I
hope
wanna
what
know.
happened.
An
I hope
extra
it's more of
dimensional
a.
water balloon. I
That'd be
love
awesome.
Someone gets smacked with an extra wet bedroll. Just
entire thing is.
Hopefully he'll be able to tell us someday.
one day.
Or not. I don't know what happened, but I hope it wasn't nice.
his scarf got all wet and he had to hang it on a dry line for a long
Definitely,
time?
that would be
Yeah, that's
horrible.
right.
Couldn't wear it for a
Permanently.
couple days.
Yeah,
Got 'em.
put him out for
A
To
team.
dry.
And he wrings it out,
Question,
and
Alex.
then it's wet, and then he wrings it out, and it's still wet. Then he has to wring it out again.
And
Question:
he's on
Does
a
that
dryer sheet, so it's all staticky.
cloak of protection automatically adjust on our player sheet, or do we have to
I
manually
think you
do
have to
that?
equip it, but
Okay.
Didn't look like it manual. When I equipped it, it didn't look like it auto did.
There is an effect available in Fantasy Grounds for it, but I don't know if you guys have it. Let me
I just added it to miss, or I just did a miscellaneous
of
+1.
protection.
yeah, just I guess figure it out. If
Here,
it doesn't work or whatever,
if
just
you
let me know.
add if you add that to your items, your action page, it'll allow an effect that you can add to your token, and
Oh,
that'll
cool.
cover it.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Add it to our inventory or to our actions. You
Your
said?
action page. That's where effects will show up when you add them to the bottom of the action page
okay.
somewhere. Once that happens, click on the magnifying glass, and an effect will be underneath it. You can add that effect to your token, whether it's on the combat tracker or on the map. Well, in this case, the combat tracker.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave it on myself permanently in my AC.
You'll have to change your saves as well.
Oh, the cloak of protection does the saves, doesn't it?
Plus one
To
to
do
saves,
that,
too.
highlight over the save, hold down Control, and use your mouse wheel to roll up or down to increase or decrease your save by +1 or
Ah,
Is it all
cool.
save?
Well, that's a nifty
I
trick.
chose to use the effect. Just don't make the mistake of using both.
Does the effect stay on the sheet, the character?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You can put a +1 to your AC and +1 to your saves that way, or you can use the effect.
Cool, thank you.
Just don't do both.
Great. So, anything else?
Nope.
Just walking out into the
Not-
woods then?
Yeah.
Maybe we should ask which. Did we ask what direction this unicorn might be in?
He doesn't really know.
Oh, okay.
He wears a
Are there
blindfold.
paths?
He doesn't
Are there
know.
paths or roads to
That's
follow,
fair.
or is it just
No roads. Nope. Nothing even resembling a dirt road or anything like that.
we leave the balloon here, right? Like that's a huge target.
That's what it sounded like.
And Clapperclaw actually is. He says, somebody probably ought to stay with the balloon, don't you think, and guard it, just in
I think
case.
a experienced scarecrow type individual should stay and guard the balloon. Yes.
I
But
could
you
put
didn't
my
think that-
scarecrow training to good use. I've actually tried to scare someone. If they come close to this balloon, I'll go. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll scare them real good.
Okay.
And if you see the storm balloon thing, then you can send like a messenger pigeon to us or something, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah. How do I do that?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
a scarecrow thing? Should I have known that?
No.
I'll practice.
No, if you can think of a way to get us a message, if you see the storm balloon and we don't.
Okay.
Know that you're a smart, savvy individual that's lived this long, and you will come up with something.
I'll
Believe
figure
in
it
you.
out.
I believe in your ability to succeed.
And if you see Granny Nightshade, don't tell her that I'm here.
Oh yeah, no way.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
not a chance.
I won't
Yeah.
tell her.
No.
Nope.
We're also not going to tell her if we meet Will. We're not going to turn him into her because she sounds mean.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I just plan on getting everybody's story before I make a decision like that. I mean, Balfamorda helped us, sorta, even though
Florida.
everybody didn't like her. and all the bullywogs, and then all of a sudden she was almost helpful. And I'm not gonna make any decisions until I really start talking to people.
Yeah,
Those guy with the kill list.
she wasn't exactly kind, but like she didn't try to kill us, so that's a plus.
But
Alex,
there are some people that no second chance.
that's true. Alex, what happened with the prisoner that we brought along with us? What did
Oh,
she
yeah.
end up doing?
One week sitting on the balloon the whole time.
You can come
hanging
out
out the
now.
balloon.
She was sleeping when we
yeah.
landed.
Sorry.
Yeah. So she wanted. I don't even remember because it happened right
Well,
at the
to
end.
be fair, we were giving her freedom, so what's to say that she take off and enjoy her freedom?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. I mean, unless you have like a real reason why she's gonna come along with you, I think at this point she's probably not wanting to get tangled up with another hag, and possibly back right where she was. So, I think she'll thank you for this freedom, and try to make a life here in Thither. This actually seems quite nice. I think I could make this work.
Same thing. If you do happen to notice a storm balloon, can you try to find a way to get us a message?
Sure. Maybe this old codger in the cave. Maybe he's in the market for a sidekick or an assistant. I could kind of help him out with some things, and keep an eye on Clapperclaw for you. He seems like he might need a little bit of supervision, a bit. And if he needs
Well, and you
anything,
always
I'll
said
come
it's
find you.
subject to. Perfect.
Maybe we should just stay here too. Can we all just make a
I
life
don't know.
here
I
and
don't
call
think
it quits?
Arlo was
We
so
have to
close,
find our things
Arlo.
first.
That's not getting my necklace back. That's not
Plus,
the same thing.
their ghosts are spooky. I swear, I thought one was looking right at me. I didn't
I
even do
wouldn't-
anything to them.
I
thought
mean,
they
this
were
place
kinda
is pretty cool, but
Yeah.
I like it better if there was less of hags.
Plus, there's like way too much guilt just pouring out of that cave. I really don't. I could use some air. That's not what I want.
Arlo, is it bad to me when you're like, you wanted to kill you? All I was thinking was, please let him finish my item first before you did that. Is that bad of me to think that?
No, that's perfectly natural, Vish.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be
No.
that way.
No, it's fine. It really is. That's natural.
That
I
was
wasn't
just a
gonna
very-
kill him until he finished all our stuff, but only if he asked. I'm going for this like Angel of Death pivoting.
What?
You know,
Why?
like, just
What
sorta-
changed in you? What?
Well, just to help. If people don't want to be suffering anymore, shouldn't we help them and
Put
their
them-
suffering?
Put them at peace?
Yeah, and it seemed like he's suffering a lot. All the apparitions tugging at him. A lot. I know he was a dick. I mean, probably helped to feed a lot of the people he kicked to the curb when they couldn't afford
For
to
all
live
I
in his
know, this
place.
is afterlife. Like, I don't think if we can help this. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, like you said, if he's cursed beyond us being able to even kill him, he'd just come back to life and have to live over again. Kind of like probably that elf guy in there. If we would have killed him, he probably would have just woke up heartless as well with a goat heart. Remember goat heart guy?
Oh, yeah.
Emo
Emo
goat
kid.
heart guy? Yeah.
Sure.
No, that's
Yeah.
another one. I was thinking to myself, you know what? We should just ask if he wants us to kill him. You know what? We didn't, and I regret it. And so, pivot.
You know what? I think
learn
he
from
is the
mistakes.
one who would have taken you up on the
I feel like you might have.
That's kind of
So-
scary. If I ever
no, he's-
complain, don't think I want to die, okay? Please.
exactly.
I'm not-
I would
no.
ask you first. I wouldn't just be like, really seems like
Don't.
this.
You don't
really
have to
seems-
ask me that. It's okay.
No,
I don't want
don't
to.
ask.
All right. If I feel like down in the dumps and having a bad day, don't ask me that. I don't want. I'm good.
Okay. I wouldn't
Thank
just,
you, though.
be like, Fish seems really down. Maybe I should
Don't.
offer.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Thank you. I just
I
let you
would
know.
never do that.
Okay. Thank you. You're too friend.
There's like, as you're having this fucked up conversation, like the greens from like the trees just start getting like real dark and dull, and like flowers are like withering. You're bringing
Can't
some
bring
of the
bad juju to this
melancholy in.
place.
Do we notice that?
No.
Do we notice that?
Yeah, I think you start to notice that.
Oh.
We're bringing bad juju. We have to stop. You see that
Okay.
poor tree over there?
You think
Guys, do you like my new
you think
look?
their sorrow conversations causing the huh?
Yes,
You
I
guys want
do.
to change the
I think
topic?
everything is affected here.
Huh.
You
I'm gonna
guys wanna
go
change
over
the topic?
to I'm gonna go over to one of the withered trees and just start like petting it and just being like kittens, rainbows, laughing children, giggles, and just like saying as many happy things as I can think of.
Try to kiss it. Try to kiss it.
Is that weird?
I don't think
Hey,
so.
Lim,
As
wait,
I'm petting
Lim,
and whispering things
maybe-
to the tree.
You
Hey
can,
tree,
maybe,
hey tree.
maybe try.
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
She
Maybe
laughs.
try
Oh
telling the tree
no.
how wonderful
That
it
made me
is
sad.
and how great it is.
I mean,
I
a
start
tree is
telling the tree, big and strong, you're growing well, you're so green, beautiful in this place.
So it
what
sounds
Sean
While
like
you're
said.
petting it.
there's like three of you basically trying to project some positivity into the towards the tree. I guess is the focus of this. You go ahead,
Yes.
make whatever type of charisma check you think that is. Whether you're lying
Oh,
to the
God.
tree, your deception. If you're trying to persuade it to believe this, if you're doing what Maple is doing in a performance type thing, like whatever. We'll
What
see
about
how.
nature?
This isn't really nature. It's more.
Okay.
Doing great.
I'll go with persuasion, sure. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So, Lim, maybe you're like almost like sort of sounds like you're talking down to a child
Aw.
or something, and there's just something like there's an insincerity to what you're saying, or it's
Aw.
perceived that way. But Maple's killing it with some jokes. Shion is maybe using some of that nature knowledge that you have to point out some true botany terms or something that the tree like takes in, and yeah, you can see like maybe this is an apple tree that you're talking to, and some of the fruit kind of rejuvenates, gets its vibrancy back, and its bark starts to look a little less decayed and rotted and heals a bit. And the leaves
There are a
kind of
couple
get
of really
nice
plump
bright
apples, I'll
greens
grab
and
'em.
whatnot.
I'll grab a couple of apples, pickle on.
Do you catch
Okay.
a unique rabbit?
I
Unique
think
up on it.
you-
How do you catch a tame rabbit? The
Oh.
tame way, unique up on it.
It's
That's
working.
accepted.
People's a muppet.
Oh, don't make me laugh right now.
So
yeah.
as you're doing all this, suddenly you kind of is smelling something, almost like a campfire.
Do we or do we not?
We
Approach.
absolutely do. Absolutely.
Did someone start the trees on fire to try to make them happier?
I did not.
Wait, so it's still like daytime, right? Like it's pretty bright out.
Oh, this
Pretty-
is the moment. Is there a sun?
Well, it's probably not as bright as when you first came in. Like it
Okay.
feels like evening, not dark, but like kind of like maybe an orangish glow to the sky, like as if there's a sun that is setting somewhere.
Like kind of early dusk.
Yeah, it's got a
type.
dust feel
Yep.
to it, but there ain't no sun.
All
I love
right.
these
Smells like someone might be cooking dinner.
Yeah, maybe. Should we see what's up?
Just follow the smell.
We sure should, and I get right behind you.
I don't really know how to follow smells.
We're following
My
the
sense of
leader.
direction is kind of messed up.
You follow Lim. Watch.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Am I a leader? I don't know
You're
if
a
that's a
leader.
good idea,
None of us
but
are
here
in
we
front of
go.
you. You're like, am I the leader?
In front.
All right. So you start to try to follow the smell. Give me, I guess, either survival or perception. Either one.
Okay.
Everybody or just Lim?
I think Lim is maybe the one that's kind of leading you.
Right?
Probably shouldn't be, but I am.
That's okay.
Not with that attitude.
You're fine.
Following the leader. The
There it
leader,
is.
The
Oh,
leader.
there it
We're
is.
following
Do
the
have 5
leader wherever he may
rerolls.
go.
I might as well. Yeah. Wherever we may go.
Hey-ho.
Where are you going? I feel
Yep,
like we've been
that's
here
exactly
before.
what I expected. I love that.
All right, so you travel a bit, and you're trying to follow this scent of this fire, but you lose it along the way, and you're some distance away from the cave at this point. You maybe been traveling for 15 minutes, but you've lost it.
We're back at the cave.
Guys. Guys, I have some
Well,
good
anymore.
news and some bad news. The
Uh-huh.
good news is we got our steps in. The
Uh-oh.
bad news is we are lost.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we were lost when we got here, so we're no worse off.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Does anyone else wish to be the leader? Because I currently feel unfit to be a leader.
Oh, pick me. Can I do it? I want to do it. Can I do it?
Go for it.
Yay!
You're promoted.
I turn around to make sure everyone's following, and then I go. And then I check behind me again, and I go a little further. And then I check again, and then I go small.
Just moving in a direction forward.
Any other direction than Lim was moving in.
Okay. And anything specifically you're doing as you're moving forward?
I heard something about a lake. So, are there tracks? Is there water?
It's right now you're in like this like a thick of the forest. There's enough room in between the trees that you're able to travel through the forest without hacking brush down and whatnot. But it kind of looks like the same in every direction that you look. No water, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
You said that
I
we
just-
do or we don't smell that campfire anymore.
You've Lim lost the scent
Okay.
of it. If you want to try to find it again, you know, if that's the intention, need some skill checks to do that.
There.
Okay. Somebody wants to do that? Okay. I would say this is at disadvantage at this point.
Sure. So we'll take the 11.
You want to stick with the 11?
What's a
Yeah,
13?
yeah. I'm not going to use a reroll on that.
Okay. You're trying to sniff about, and you just either without backtracking and going back, you know, which you could do. Right here where you're at, you're kind of sniffing at the air. Nothing is pulling you back in.
I don't smell anything, guys. Are we looking for the campfire, or are we just heading straight until we find something? Because I can do
Uh,
that.
Well, that is up to you because you are currently leader.
Okay, we'll backtrack a bit. We'll find it.
Okay.
All right. So you at this point spent probably about, you know, at least 30, 40 minutes traveling about. You get back to where you think you started. You can go ahead and give me another survival or perception check.
Did you want disadvantage, or are we good?
This could be normal. Back to the starting point.
There you go.
So then you begin to travel a bit again, and you lose the scent of it also.
I try to play it cool. Just keep heading forward.
All
Not
right.
yet.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
feel-
this is the same way we just, I don't
I
know,
feel
I'm
like
just
we
seeing
know it.
our
We're
tracks
almost
over
there.
and over again.
Maple,
We're
we're
just
almost
going
there.
around
We're almost
the
there,
tree.
Maple.
I feel like we're making an actual path now where there
I
wasn't
mean, we're
one.
almost somewhere, and there's like a figure 8 being made in the woods.
It's pretty much exactly what is happening, and it becomes dark during the
Oh.
time here as you are lost in the woods.
Well, should we set up camp? Maybe if we start a fire, the people that had the other fire will smell our fire and come find us more effectively than we found them.
Yeah.
We can certainly try that.
Provided everybody stays put on their watch.
Oh yeah, that should work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a problem, right? Yeah.
Let's see why that wouldn't work.
She's just like.
All right. Go ahead and tell me a watch order that you would like to have here this evening.
Arlo
base-
wants to be an early riser, so I'll take the last watch.
I'll take the first one.
Old, I need to go to bed early.
I can take a middle watch if there is one.
I'll go. I'll do early one as well.
Okay, so Maple Vish. Someone want the third watch? That was going to
volunteered
be
for one.
Lim. Okay. Arlo. Okay.
I sleep. Well,
And-
meditate anyway.
Okay. And where in the order does Shion want to do that?
I'll go into reverie at the end.
Okay. So you're hanging out with Lim and then Arlo.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, right away. Maybe an hour into your watch here as you set up a little fire of your own, maybe eat some of the fruit that you've foraged for. Go ahead. Well, tell me what's your passive perception, Maple?
10.
So you as you're watching and maybe your gaze is drifting towards the flame or whatnot, you're keeping kind of a watch out. You start to hear some rustling in the woods, almost like there's like it's kind of like right up on you. By the time you hear it, it's probably sounds like something rather large. Just kind of you hear snapping of twigs and the rustling of bushes and leaves and whatnot. And it also sounds like maybe like a wagon, like wagon wheels turning. So you're conjuring up like images of maybe like a horse and rider or something, or a large beast of burden in a wagon or something. So it sounds like it's coming directly in your direction. You probably have just a moment to react or do something before it's like in eye shot.
Ash,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's a wagon coming. You might have to get everybody up while I go check this out.
Okay, I'll go. I could do that.
No, you go over and you
I'll head in the direction of the
Wake up.
wagon. So
yeah, you wake up Fish. Yeah, I mean the thing based on your passive perception, like you basically have time to wake up Fish, and then you see this thing bursting in to your camp, and it's an owl bear that is
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool.
it's got this chariot that is tethered to it, and the owl bear is sort of, not being directed by anything, so it's sort of just like wandering through and kind of bulldozing anything in its path.
Huh.
whoa,
It's coming
whoa,
straight
whoa,
for your
whoa,
camp.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What would you like to do?
I get in front of it, right in front of it. Whoa, buddy, you're going the wrong way. I don't grab the battle axe yet. Let's see if I can stop him. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Okay. So wait, your method of stopping it is to Stand in
Jump
front
in
of
front
it
of it, make
as
some
it's
noise.
okay. Maybe I don't know if I'm quite getting it, but what is your you're trying to spook it?
Yeah, I'm trying to spook it. I'm looking for
Okay,
intimidation.
give me an intimidation check.
Natural 1. I love this campaign. I'm totally rolling with that. I want to see what happens with that.
Okay.
Bring it.
So
on.
it is, yeah, I mean it's charging forward. Give me
She starts with whoa, 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 whoa. She starts running around.
give me maybe a strength saving throw.
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you
On
get
Sunday, my players couldn't stand me because I couldn't miss. I balance it out today. Like it happens every week.
knocked prone.
Yeah.
And as it does, you know, it kind of stops like as it like it doesn't take much for it to bowl you over. But you're underneath its feet. It just sort of tramples over you. The wagon wheels kind of roll over you as well. We'll say you end up taking 7 points of what we'll call it bludgeoning damage, I guess, the whole trampling kind of effect. So Vish, you're maybe he stepped away.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay. So you're awake as you watch this happening. Everyone else is asleep, and the creature in its wagon is like coming like right into your camp.
Can I yell? Try to wake people up?
Sure. Yeah, we'll say you could spend your action to kind of wake.
I think that's the best thing I could do at this point. Get more people.
Well, and I think
awake.
I'm already awake, right? Because I said I wasn't doing reverie until the end. So
You-
the first part I would be awake for?
You said you wanted to be at the end, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So this is happening in the first hour. This is the first hour of the watch.
Right, so I'd be awake.
You guys are thinking the opposite, yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Vish, you're waking up everyone else up. Shion, what are you up to?
Awesome. So when I see it come in, then I will go ahead and cast a thunder wave to try to back it up a little bit, or at least throw it off balance.
Okay. 1 second.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to set this up as a different kind of thing, I think. Go ahead. Is it a con save or?
Con DC 13.
Okay. All right. It is. I've got a reroll. I might as well use it. Okay, makes the save.
Okay.
Take half
Cast
damage.
it. Alright, so half on save. Nice.
All right. I think we're going to roll initiative. It seems like it's going to be that kind of a situation. So,
All right, I'm changing the
Oh,
color.
sorry, those an attack, not an image.
On brand.
Here it is. Super.
Super on brand. Nice.
all right. So we start things off with Arlo. You're hearing Vish's voice call out across the camp. And immediately as you snap awake, you're hearing the roaring of this beast. A big thunderclap happens. There's some action in the camp here.
What the fuck is going on out there?
Sleep.
I get up and I go out. And there's an owlbear with a. What happened to the chariot in the thunder wave?
Nothing.
Nothing, probably, huh?
Yeah, I
hope not,
think.
'cause it,
Yeah, I think based on like how it played out, the owlbear is still on its feet, so it hasn't actually like tipped over or anything and
Okay.
turned it over.
because if it hit the chariot, it hit me. So let's say it's over there.
Okay, no, that's cool. Well, I get the impression that it is hostile then, I guess, when I look at it, or what?
I think so. It was just like kind of charging forward and like kind of aimlessly moving, but now, now it got hit with that by that spell. I think it's like getting up on its like hind legs and kind of assuming more of a like attack position.
Boy. All right. Well, then I guess I want to take my quarterstaff and thwop it on the skull
Okay.
with a non-lethal type of attack. Double-handed. Oh, let me get the. Is there a token I can pop this on, or maybe I can just go right onto the combat tracker, right?
Yeah, you could do it that way.
Okay. I missed. And then I have this ability, this rabbit hop thing that I can do because I'm a Haringen. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hop 10 feet away from it without invoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I'll get you the name of that thing real quick. That is called Lucky Footwork. No, that's not it. It's air trigger. Yeah, you can add your. Nope, that's not it. Rabbit hop. Oh, there's so many things. As a bonus action, you can jump a number of feet equal to 5 times your proficiency bonus.
Nice.
Oh, I guess I'll go 10 feet, right? That's my proficiency bonus is 2 right now.
Yep.
So 10 feet away without provoking opportunity attacks, you can use this trait only if my speed is greater than 0. So, yep.
Awesome. Yeah, so you leap away a bit of distance there, and then we turn to Vish.
Vish is gonna go, uh-oh, and then she's gonna reach into her, she's gonna reach into her pocket and bring out like this small, like woven, kind of small woven basket. She's gonna put it on her chest. She's gonna just click it, and you just hear a click, and all of a sudden this woven basket starts unfolding. But instead of it looking like armor around her, it just looks like a box. It just looks like a hot air balloon box with holes cut out, and her head sticking out like that. She just stands there.
Record
And
armor. That's
awesome.
awesome.
She's just like, all right, I've been preparing this whole time. I didn't want to let this out now, but I'm gonna make sure that everything. This is really. It looks really sad. Like it doesn't look very good. I didn't want to unleash this one yet, but I guess I have to. And as my action, I'm gonna go ahead and don my arcane armor, and I'm gonna move
Ooh.
up to it
Okay.
and go
Sounds
easy,
good.
easy.
So you're in the bear suit.
Like the wicker armor.
Mm-hmm.
That'll move us to Lim.
Okay. I'm gonna first yell out how I'm lacking sleep and realize, oh god, it's an owlbear. Ah! Scary music. Looks like everyone. I think I want to try one more attempt to quell it, hopefully. Would I be able to like get into like the wagon and like pull on the reins to kind of be like, whoa there, and like to kind of see if that'll calm it down?
Yeah, the chariot isn't moving at this point, so I think it's no problem to jump in.
Okay.
If you want, give me an animal handling check. You're taking
Okay.
the reins.
Sure thing. Oh, that's right. Okay. So animal handling. Ah! It's above a 10.
It's
What?
It's above a 10.
it's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. You jump in to the chariot, you grab the
Long
reins,
overdue.
and you give it a hiya, and I don't know, maybe it's just a little bit of luck, or maybe you have some training with riding animals. Who knows? But something takes over, and you manage to start steering this thing, and it's getting ready to probably maul Shion. But then you get in there and you grab the reins, and it starts to take off, like it gets out of its attack stance and gets down on all fours again and starts to gallop forward. And
We did it. Whoa. Just gonna. All right.
anything from Maple as this happens? So the wagon lurches forward and finally gets off of you.
Yeah, I was going to say, the lurches forwards, it gets off of me. I'm going to rage and run out, fly over to its one leg, and the intent is to grapple it as I grab one of its legs and make it so that it can't move. Wait, I'm a small creature, aren't I?
You are.
Yes.
It's 2 sizes larger than me. I can't do that. I'm gonna get on top of it then. Get ready to steer. Just hold the reins and see if I can slow it down.
Okay. Did you gather what happened with Lim, that she's steering it? And okay.
Gonna try the best I could do at this point is assist her in that as I jump up here and try
Okay.
to
So
grab the reins. And see
I
if
guess
can
I'll
help out
caution
from
you.
on
She's
top of
got
the
it.
owlbear.
She's got it under control. You getting
I'll make it worse.
involved. Mm-hmm.
She's gonna make it worse.
But by all means, you want to
I
jump
see it.
on top and
I still think she just flies over and grabs one of the legs. It's just not gonna do anything. Yep. Wait here, buddy. Wait right here.
Wild ride.
okay. I will just say that happens. You cling to its hair. I won't get too creative with what happens there. Shion, anything that you want to do?
So Lim seems to have it under control. Mabel went and grabbed its leg, but it appears that it's going to camp now. No, I will let it go on.
Okay. Yeah, so I think if everyone's okay with this, we don't have to play this out as an initiative thing. Go back to the narrative piece. So, Lim, you've got the reins, and you're kind of hauling it out of the camp, away from the camp. What would you like to do?
My inner druid character wants to stop it and make it a friend, but
So did I.
I don't trust Lim's rolling ability, so she'll probably just call for Maple and be like, "Maple, get off!" and jump off of the cart so it can keep on walking forward.
Got it.
All right.
Are you sure?
No, but yes.
I let go and I'm airborne now as I fly over to where Lim is.
All right, so you both tuck and roll or tuck and fly, whatever the case might be. The creature just continues in the trajectory that you set it on, Lim, and hauls itself away from your camp, no longer a threat, and you just kind of hear the distant it making distance away from you as it hacks and claws its way through the underbrush and whatnot.
Ooh, that was exciting.
Nice job. Good thinking.
Are you guys proud? I didn't use magic missile.
Great job.
That was wonderful.
She's standing there with her little hands flapping in that box.
Whoa,
She just,
is that a
she
wicker?
picks up-
Is that
Huh?
wicker armor?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Armor.
I'm a
That's
Okay.
pretty neat.
I'm gonna
I'm
like
gonna
poke
put.
at it.
Can you just push the center, please?
Push the center.
Yes.
She's
Oh, okay.
trying to reach, but she can't. And then it starts Going back. Thank you.
Is that
Oh,
a good place to have where your like the button where your armor turns off is in the spot where people are gonna try to hit?
Good point. I'm happy that I tested out. I'll put it
The
inside.
inside.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Good night,
So-
everybody. Go
Yeah,
back
I'm
to
gonna-
bed.
I'm
you
just
get back
gonna-
on with it and return back to your rest sequence, and nothing further disturbs your night here.
Cool.
Perfect.
All right. So long rest in the morning. Birds are chirping. Still feeling pretty good about being in this locale. And anything specifically you want to do before you head out?
Does this still smell nice here? Like
Yeah.
when we wake up, it's kind of perfumey. I really
Yeah.
dig that. This is nice.
Kind of lilacs and cherry blossoms, and yeah, pretty
Oh,
pretty decent yet.
wonderful. Well, if we see any more apple trees, I'm gonna grab some more apples. Like, that's not a bad thing to take.
I would ask Maple. Maple, do you think you could kind of fly above the tree line, see if you see anything?
What am I looking for?
Anything that's not
Here's
trees.
the unicorn
Sure,
leaf.
I'll see something. I'll let you know everything I see.
Okay,
First, I
I'm
look up.
ready.
I look
Nature
up and I'm
landmarks.
looking for dangers between me and the skyline. Are the trees clear?
Mm-hmm.
Is there some kind of a creature right there or anything like that?
Nope. Nothing spooky or scary right where you're at here.
She squats down a bit and straight up.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of scout from kind of bird's eye view,
Mhm.
and give me a perception check.
Sure will.
it's funny that because that would be the perfect place that they would put something, right? So, so you could say you played a lot of D&D.
All right. So this map isn't really meant to be like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be
Comment.
sort of an abstraction a bit, but
Mhm.
let's set this up in such a way that there's a visual here. So let's call it like this. Like you see out in the distance a lake. In between you and that lake, there's a small clearing and a river.
Do I see any details in the clearing? Any details around the river or
Probably too far away for any like real minute specific details. The river looks like it winds through the woods. There's no visible. Probably have to wade through it, or maybe manufacture your own kind of bridge or whatever to get across. But probably not insurmountable to cross.
and I am proficient in survival. Can I guesstimate how long of a journey it is between here and the lake?
It looks like it'd probably only take an hour or so, but at this point, you probably know better than to size things up in such a way,
Okay.
or at least skeptical that your eyes aren't playing tricks on you in terms of distance and such.
Distance
But-
works differently here, and she knows that. Got it. Okay, I'll head back down. Fish, guys, there's a clearing and a river, and then yes, a lake. It doesn't look
Oh.
terribly far away, but I don't know how things work here. We might need a bridge to
Okay,
get
good.
over the river, but it's all that way. And I
Well,
point in the
then-
correct direction.
Then let's go.
Ooh. To the river or to the landmarks.
I guess the question I'm going to have here is: do you want to go towards the clearing, or do you want to try to spend extra time to navigate around it?
I would think we'd want to go through the clearing, right? See
So we'll
what's
check it
there.
out.
Well, now that you've asked, I don't know if I'm just kidding. Yeah, right to the clearing would be the yeah.
Okay. So you head off in that direction. Your scouting makes it such that I'm not going to call for survival checks or anything here. You just head in a direction. Maybe at times you pop yourself back up just to make sure things haven't gone all sideways on you, but it seems to remain pretty consistent. And so you make your way to this clearing, and when you come into it, well, first of all, I guess I would say as you're getting closer to, as you move further in, you're starting to see signs of maybe the forest losing some of its vibrancy, some flowers trampled and stomped on, um, wildlife just looking dead, like you come across dead animals from time to time that are just lying, like a dead deer carcass rotting, not devoured or anything like that, just like it died in its tracks or whatever. And so there's some of that, some of the bark on the trees is starting to look a little decayed and rotten.
Mm-mm.
When you come
This looks a
across,
whole lot different.
If we were near Waterdeep, these would just be trees that are hurting, but we're not. This is wrong.
This does feel
I agree.
weird.
We could go around. I did enough swamping already.
I
Yeah, I'd be
yeah.
interested to know what the other side looks like.
I
Maybe
mean,
there's less death.
but if we just go around, are we forsaking this area to rot? I mean, we know
What?
that we've learned that our attitude can shape, the nature of this place. If we do sorrowful things, the trees and things around us die.
Mm.
Don't you think it's possible we could remedy this situation for this clearing area that happens to have, for lack of a better term, a rottenness about it?
Yeah,
That
you're
that
right,
might be a
Arlo.
good
We
idea.
They
can.
try.
We'll
I
make
like
it
this
better.
Arlo better.
And
Let's keep this Arlo around. I like.
yeah.
Also, if it seems
No!
like it's hopeless, we could just burn it all down.
More trees.
Less of that.
We should not burn the forest down.
Not the whole forest, the clearing. They do that in places, right, where they burn fields to help with. They do. That's a nature thing, right? A thing that happens. That I'm not making this up.
No, of course.
Um,
I
I
don't.
heard about it in
are you saying
stories.
that they
Where
clear
you're like where
trees
you
to
burn
help
away the
them
dead brush
regrow?
to help the healthy grow.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
doesn't sound right.
something like that. I don't know. Sorry, but yeah. So we should try to make this
I
area
think you're
better.
just
But
misunderstood sometimes.
I am, not as bad as our buddy emo elf, but pretty close.
No, you still have your heart in the right place, right?
Yeah, I do. Let's
Okay, see
check this out.
what?
I
I turn.
like
I move my eye like you're. I think you're actually gonna show me your heart. I'm like, nope. Then I just go forward. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm.
No, I meant
Nope.
Arlo, you okay?
He's fine.
He thought I was gonna literally show him my.
No, no.
Nope.
Jeez.
Nope. Nope.
No, I meant
Misunderstood.
Let's go and let's keep exploring this area.
Yeah.
I want to see if there's anything I can pick up on that is noticeably causing terrible badness.
Perfect.
So you want to move ahead into the clearing? Go and check out the clearing?
Carefully. I mean, I'm not marauding in there to get killed by something fast.
Sure.
But
Yeah, you're kind of lurking on the fringes of the tree line to kind of get a sight in there. So you move forward, and what you see are there's like a 20-foot diameter circle of these colorful toadstools. And they all have these little faces on them. Now this one looks a lot happier than the toadstools that you're looking at currently.
Aww.
The ones inside this circle are all like sobbing and kind of wailing and going.
Oh.
They seem really big, like way bigger than us, or are they?
Oh
like
no, they're not
our
big.
size?
They're only like 6 inches tall.
Oh,
Aw.
go
6 to
down
8
there and
inches
be
tall.
like, "You little folk, what's the problem here?"
You sure would look good with butter.
Huh?
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm gonna gobble you up.
Are you just? Are you? Did somebody come and pick you, and that's what? And they said they were gonna fry you and eat you?
They said they were gonna fry you and eat you.
Maple's off the ground. She's like 5 feet off the ground at this point.
Are you just repeating
Mm.
what I'm saying, or are you agreeing with me?
Are you agreeing with me? Oh, you sure would look good with butter.
We're not gonna eat you. I think you'd look terrible with butter.
Oh.
Shion,
I
what the fuck is going on?
Not really sure. I think they are definitely alive. I'm thinking that something threatened them, and I think they're afraid of anything that might come through here now.
it's a shame
Thanks
they're
for
all
that.
so sad. They look like fun guys.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
they were
voted
both crying
inspiration
on that
point
one,
for
huh?
them. I definitely voted inspiration
I'd
for Lim right
expect-
there. That
I'd
was
ex-
horrible.
I'd expect this from Maple, but not you, Lim.
Oh,
Been
Crow Ash is
inspired.
gonna eat good tonight. Ooh.
Who is?
Oh.
Crow Ash is gonna eat good tonight. You sure would look good with butter.
Who's that?
Bro, what?
Crow Ash?
Who's a crow ash? What's a crow ash?
I heard crow ass. So
Are you just
I'm really
repeating
confused.
the things that I say?
Touche! Touche!
Are we
Brings my
horrifically
pride.
outnumbered right now?
They're 6 inches tall.
Yeah, but are there like billions of them 6 inches tall?
It's like a dozen, maybe a dozen. And there's like
dozen?
notably like a couple of gaps, like 3 gaps. Like
Oh.
there's maybe a couple of them
Aw.
missing. They keep looking over at those spots.
Your friends got picked?
You
Oh,
sure are a fun guy.
Oh.
You aren't
Well,
very smart, are you?
but
Like one
you're
of those birds.
Oh,
Can only say things that it like mimics stuff, right? But with feeling.
Mimic stuff. Right.
Oh.
I mean,
How can we help? Can we?
Yeah.
Which way did that way go? The bad guy?
Yes,
0
no.
point.
can you direct with your
That way go the bad
with your
guy.
cap?
Did that way go? I'll point in the 4 different directions and I'll wait for it to repeat. Like
When
it
you
doesn't
point
say anything.
when you point back the way you came, they go, "Oh, you sure are a fun guy. You sure are a fun guy." And then they start to sing. They start singing like, "Ooh, you sure would look good with butter. You are a fun guy. Fun guy. Are you just repeating the things I say to you? To you." And they start crying again.
Oh,
They're kind of sobbing
I
through
was-
their song.
I was having fun with it, and now it got sad.
Did they? When you pointed the way we came, they got happy? Is that what I just saw?
Sort of. I think that they're trying to tell us that the bad person that picked their friends came back this way and is
Just
gonna
warning
fry
us.
their friends with butter and eat them, which is what, some I've seen people do that before. It's really rude.
There was a little bit of like a sautéed mushroom smell to that fire that you.
Campfire!
Oh
Oh.
no!
Was
Just
Shion,
my
you know
delicious.
nature stuff, right?
Oh, we could have
True.
helped the little mushroom people.
Do you have any idea of how mushrooms grow?
It's spores, right?
I mean, I'm assuming that I know that they grow from spores. I mean, that's common knowledge.
Is it though?
I'll do this. I'll actually sit in the middle of the ring of them, because I don't see any reason why not. And I'll look at the lead little guy and say, "How can we help you?"
Hmm. Uh, how can we help you?
Dude.
Shion, what you doing?
They like to
And they
repeat
all look at you.
things.
Shion, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you
Yeah, they
doing?
like to mimic things.
Mimic. Mimic, mimic, mimic.
And they like to sing. Start a little band. I am curious though, when they're getting a little bit more upbeat, because I know when we were like approaching the area, things were super like rotted. Did things kind of pick up a little bit or no?
I mean it's kind of oscillating, right? Like they're trying to go, it seems like they're trying to go back to like a natural state of being, and but then they like remember the sad thing and then they get sad. And so like the environment is kind of flashing like back and forth between subtle notes of
Okay.
rot and then subtle hints that maybe emotions are affecting the landscape.
Right. I wonder if we put a rock in the spots where they were, like to hide, to kind of fill in the gap, would that make them happy? Or
The empty.
or maybe if you like, I know, I was
You're
thinking
saying a
about that.
memorial? You want to do a memorial for them?
Well,
Maybe.
sounds
I
like a
was
good
thinking
idea.
Well,
is to try to
no.
look for. Wait. I was thinking about looking for some spores to try to go ahead and replant so that new life will grow.
Yeah, like I know, like I mean, they just kind of shake. Spores just kind of shake off, right? Like
Right.
they
Are
don't.
there?
So I would assume there should be some nearby. Maybe.
Yeah. Or
Is
what
there
if you
any?
like if you poke one on top of the head, like you just kind of give it a little pat while like some spores shimmy out.
In the areas where there's dry patches, is there any remains of the ones that were there?
No.
I'm still gonna try wherever I can find some extra matter to make something grow by using Druidcraft as a cantrip.
Cool.
Okay. You
No,
cast.
Arlo, we're not gonna do that.
That's why I started laughing. I'm just like, can we just burn the area down? No.
I mean, I'm on board with.
No, we're not just going to burn it. First, we're going to see if we can help.
So Maple, you're using Druidcraft and you like kind of conjure up some maybe mundane mushrooms that kind of grow in those little patches or those spots.
That's the plan.
Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, you do that, and they all
Grow,
look at
grow.
the spot and they say, "You sure are a fun guy."
Gonna make some fun, guy.
Fun
Grow,
guy.
grow, grow.
Mushrooms like mobile or are they stuck? Because like the picture looks like it has a little tail.
Yeah, they kind of hop like when they're singing, they're kind of dancing, they're kind of hopping up and down.
Yeah. So maybe we
They're not
can
really
still
rooted.
recover. Maybe we can still recover a couple of living ones if we go and track down the person that stole them.
We could try.
That's pretty rough. I mean, can you imagine? That's
I
pretty.
go up to a random one. Did someone take your friends? Yes, no. Does it say anything?
You just mimic everything I say.
Tried.
Don't. That's disturbing. Don't do that.
Either way, I think you did have something about maybe a little memorial.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
go
think that'll
get.
make him happy?
I think so. I'm gonna get a rock and I'm gonna
Okay.
boop it real quick and put it down.
Ooh, they're all like looking at you.
And it's gonna say, "I am a mushroom."
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Huh?
Moving.
I am a mushroom. I am a mushroom. I am a mushroom. You are a fun guy.
Fun guy.
Do you just mimic everything I say?
Making room for
That's
the
right.
mushroom.
Yeah, we wanna remember the dead. Remember the dead.
With
We
butter.
remember the dead. That was butter. At least it was tasty. It tastes
Bu-
so good.
No. I think
No.
you're derailing a little bit.
You
But
look like you
it's
taste good with butter.
That's
Got
right.
a
That's
mushroom
right.
made
We
of
all taste good with butter.
stone.
With
And
butter.
now
With
we know
butter.
we're born.
Crow Ash is gonna eat good tonight.
That's why they're gonna eat. He ate your friend. They died. That's
Gonna
right.
make-
That's right.
Gotta make room for the shroom. Gotta make room for the shroom.
Can't make room for the show. We're gonna have some fun and sing and dance and get to grief together. Together. We'll get to grief and get to grief
Stone,
together.
Stone,
Together.
rolling stone.
First we get a little
Rock,
mad.
rock,
Then we
rolling,
get a little
rolling
sad.
stone.
Then we get
rock,
I don't know that's
rolling
other things.
stone.
And then we get to together. Together. Like a
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Arlo. And then
Super talented singing mushroom.
we got someone else here. Someone that helps with that knows and he has 2 long ears. That's it. He's coming. He's coming to the stage. Arlo's gonna sing something and he said something profound and really wise.
With butter.
With
I
butter.
stand up because obviously they're the show now.
I look
Lim's
around
gonna-
the area to see if
It's-
I can.
Yeah, it's improved. Like it's in a pretty solid state of. It looks rejuvenated.
Yay!
Okay.
Nice.
Is
That's
there
what
any
people-
way to see the? Is there any way to still pick up tracks that might not have been ours leading out of here? Like it kind of coming from the way we came a little bit, but leading away.
Yeah. Survival check. You want to try to follow that?
Sure. I can give that a try, I suppose. 19.
Sure. So you want to follow these tracks and see if you can.
I'll if I pick them up, I'll ask the group, do we want to see if we want to follow these and find if any of the fungi, mushrooms, etc. are still alive from the person that took them yesterday?
I'd
Or do
be
we
open
want
to. I'd be
Or
open to
do we
that.
want to continue onward towards Mystery Lake with the mystery unicorn?
Ooh.
I mean, either way, someone that we want to eat these poor little things, they may be someone that we want to avoid, but I don't know. It's up to you guys what you think.
I
I
think
hon-
they seem to be. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I could go either way. Yeah, I don't know. I could go either way. I got lost the last time I tried to find the dude with the fire.
You
so-
know what? We should stop it. Right? Arlo?
Okay. I think I've picked up the tracks, so
Let's do it.
all right. I'll try to follow the tracks then, if people agree.
Okay. So you head kind of back the way you came, following these tracks. You travel for what probably feels like a couple of hours, I think, going back the way you came, because you're basically going back to pretty close to probably where the balloon is and such. And you come upon a small clearing where you can see it's kind of there's some debris sewn about, like cooking utensils. There's like a backpack. Just sort of like some uh different living things that are kind of scattered around this now dead campfire. And then there's a hammock that is strung between two trees, and you see a hobgoblin that's just got his hands behind his head, and he's got his legs kind of kicked up, and he just seems like he's just relaxed and he's sleeping.
Do one of these signals that I'm certain most of my group members don't understand, but still gonna give it. And then I'm gonna sneak into the camp and see if I can find any living mushrooms in any of his backpack or whatever.
There's like a big iron cauldron that's like sitting over the campfire, and inside it's just sort of the residue of like a soup or a stew that maybe was made. You also find like a cast iron pan that looks like it's got some residue of some grease or butter. Um, and you do not find any evidence of any little mushroom morsels. You do find maybe in his stuff a couple of bags of like candies. Like they're kind of wrapped up in this like pink like foil wrapping. Chocolates, maybe some like kind of like hard candies, toffees, just an assortment of kind of little goodies like that.
Taking the heck out of that stuff. Give them to Vish and to Shion and Lim and Maple. Back out from inside the. So yeah, I'm gonna try to very quietly take that stuff and go back and be like, no mushrooms. Do we want to just kill that thing, or do we want to go?
Huh? Okay,
I
what?
stole these candies.
Oh,
There was a
I mean-
I
hobgoblin
think
over
that's
there.
enough. I
Are
think
we
Pete
going
steals
to-
candy as a formula.
just
Like
gonna.
steal.
Bitch is gonna put her little wicker basket under her armpit and push the button. What are we gonna do? And this time it's a little smaller. A little. There's maybe legs this time. It's still pretty bulky, but it doesn't look as quite as hefty. It's a little smaller and fit. All right, what are we gonna do, Arlo?
Well, I guess Shion didn't think we need to kill it, so I don't really think we need to kill it either.
Oh,
Maybe we should just leave it a note that mushrooms are people too. You shouldn't
Ah.
eat them.
do you think that note's gonna work?
I don't think
I
it's going
know.
to be able to read it.
Someone, I'm thinking about it. If I'm a person that could stand eating a mushroom as it's screaming and singing songs, they probably, I don't know, maybe they take it out more on the mushroom that we stole stuff.
I suppose I'll just put the
Mhm.
candies. I'll put the candies back.
We could talk to him.
Mm.
Do we want to like sneak up and surround it and talk to it and give it a good old talking to?
Yeah.
We absolutely sure he took the mushrooms? Did we prove that? Did I miss that?
Well, I mean, there's pots and pans with mushroom residue in them.
Oh.
I could ask. I'm just gonna,
Oh
Okay.
wait, let's surround the hobgoblin first
Okay.
at least. That's more.
Okay.
Surrounding.
I'll sneak to my surrounding position. Probably more behind because she doesn't want to be in the front.
all waddled up.
Alright.
I think you could go ahead and maybe take the bag of candy and then use it and say, if you harm the mushrooms again, or don't harm the mushrooms again, I will give you back your candy, or something to that effect. Use it against them.
I'm gonna look
Okay.
in the bag of candy for a second. Is the candy singing or talking at all?
Not currently.
Okay.
Oh,
This guy has a
no.
weird diet, so
Oh,
I don't trust
no.
his candy.
That's gonna be bad.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna hand that back to whoever handed it to me.
Hey, you. Mushrooms, they're good eats.
Got some mushrooms? I'll give
They're
you
good
some
eats.
of mushrooms. I'll you some from.
Yeah, this our guy.
Good job, Vish.
Nice.
Hey,
Hi.
new big fish guy. Big fish guy got some mushrooms or what? Am I dreaming? Is this real? Happening?
I think so. I get confused.
Is your name Croash?
Yeah, be talking to Crowash. Scratches himself.
We may
we
have
could,
been
we
contracted
could-
by a bunch of mushrooms to kick your butt.
What? Hey. Why?
They're really
Talk.
sad.
Eat things that talk.
Don't you eat things that talk sometimes?
Oh.
I mean, you'd look good with butter. I'm not gonna lie.
Crowash, you look good and whatever you want. Lather me up. Slap some of that butter on me.
Starting to like this guy, guys.
Uh-oh, romance is blooming.
I didn't say fish, and I blush.
Yeah, so what? You just
Oh,
want
my
Crowash to sit on top of a stack of flapjacks, or what's the deal here? You gonna put a hit
So you
out on
just-
Crowash for just enjoying a meal?
Well, I mean, it's living creatures. Don't
She said
you
I'm-
see that when you harm the area, things get bleaker here? You know what I mean? And so that rot can spread, and eventually there might not be any place left to get your precious mushrooms from.
Sustainability.
Correct. That's a thing.
Yep.
Not just that.
So
you
I
know,
didn't
we
take all the mushrooms you noticed, right?
didn't notice that.
Good
Yep.
point. Yeah.
Do
No
all-
harm, no foul. They'll spread some spores, create some new ones, and then right back at it.
But
Can't you
I mean,
like grow non-talking mushrooms?
Not the talking ones, man. They have the juices. So savory. I mean, there's nothing like it. Have you ever tried it? Campestry? Buttered
Now that
campestry?
you
That's
mention it.
rules. You don't know what you're missing.
Hmm.
Well,
I don't
He's
know.
got a point.
I feel bad for eating something that can repeat what I say.
Oh. Yeah, you're basically off.
yeah,
I mean, I don't, though. I feel pretty good about it.
I can tell.
So why don't you start like an organization or something, tell Girl Ash you can't eat mushrooms, go talk to Nightshade, Granny. He had a problem
Where-
with it.
Where is Granny Nightshade?
She's up at Loom Lurch.
Loom Lurch?
Loom Lurch.
Loom Lurch. Okay. I don't know why that was hard for me to hear.
Probably because I'm saying it wrong. Loom Lurch.
Loom Lurch.
Loom Lurch.
Oh, there's a. Hey, what are you doing with my candy there?
Well, we're
Wondering if it talked.
It doesn't
Yeah,
talk.
where's-
The candy's just candy. Don't be
Where'd you get
taking my
this candy?
candy. I
we
got
get
it
the
from
candy.
got it from Loom Lurch. There's a nice little market there. Market.
Yeah. What else do they sell there? Just candy?
Yeah, just candy.
Okay. Oh, toys?
why-
No.
what do you do? What is your deal? I mean, I walk around. I guess we're here to make the mushrooms happy. What's your deal? Why are you here?
I forage. I forage for food, and I live off the land, and I just love life. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to have a little nap here in my hammock, and then you guys come around, give me a kind of goodies here, telling me don't eat, sir. Don't eat. Don't enjoy the things that you enjoy.
Yeah, we
Huh?
do seem kind of snooty, don't we?
Yeah.
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 I guess.
I'm
Wow.
getting here.
Now that
When you put
I'm-
it that way.
I'm not really sure. Like I really felt bad for those mushrooms though, but now I mean Croash has a good point.
They cried.
No, We aren't from here. Maybe it's normal for things that talk to eat other things that talk.
Is that what happened?
It's the way of the land. Other
That's how it happens
people,
for me.
Do
like
other people do that?
other
Like, are
people
you
eat
just
the
the one?
mushrooms. Yeah.
No, I mean maybe not, but I like them.
Huh.
Oh,
I like them a lot. I like them so much. I've devoted my life to this.
Your
You've
life?
devoted
Yeah?
your life to eating talking plants.
Absolutely. I'm gonna taste them all, try them all.
Kind of messed up.
Did they
Just a
scream?
little, a
Did
little
they
bit.
scream?
Again, here we are.
No,
just
this is the
judging.
thing. I told him to dip his little head in the butter, and he did it. And he was singing like it was funny. he just complied with everything I told him to do. And then I fried him up and ate him. Oh god, these things are so stupid.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna kill you.
No.
I used my battle axe and I hit the rope that's holding the hammock up on the tree to knock it down.
You cut the rope. Oh, he falls. Hey! Oh, that was perfect. Good hammock.
Do you want to sing us a song? Do you want to sing us a little song?
No.
We're kind of hungry.
No,
Why-
come on. No.
Yeah.
You're
Uh huh.
gonna, no.
I'm gonna pat my belly.
I honestly think I'm about to avenge the mushrooms. That's how
I'm gonna
pissed I am
start-
right now.
I'm gonna start doing that thing that you do with my quarterstaff, like whacking that into my palms. Like I'm a child bully.
Just circling around.
I knew you just joking. You were giving me a hard sell on that. This is clearly a core value of yours. You're not gonna eat me. I talk. I can sing too. I can
Yeah,
sing the song.
sing.
Croash don't
Sing
want to die.
for
Don't
me,
eat Croash.
Croash.
Not.
Licking my lips as I step closer.
Oh.
Okay.
All you have to do now is let
For
me
us,
plant you in the clearing and sit there with the mushrooms forever, and you'll atone. It'll be great.
Hey. What would I? Okay, you guys gotta jamming me up here. What do you want? You want me to just tell you I'm not gonna eat mushrooms anymore? Done. I won't do it.
All
And
right.
we're taking your candy.
Damn, we are bad people.
Ooh, we're the worst, man. Ooh.
You just go to Loonlarch
Horror
and buy your
stories.
own.
We are the villains.
Come on.
Guys, you need to walk away.
Okay, you
Now
can
we
have
made him
your-
sad.
you can have your
We
candy
did.
back.
Everything's
Walk
getting
away.
sad.
I start walking away.
I think Shion might be right, guys.
He's learned his lesson. Let's give him the candy and go.
Not even
Walk
close,
away,
but let's
don't
give him
look
the
back.
candy and go.
Have you learned? Wait. Have you learned your lesson?
I don't think he really
Nope.
learned his lesson, but here's your candy back, you
Thank-
crybaby.
Thanks.
Did you?
I
Yes or no?
learned my lesson. Learned my lesson. Got my candy. Learned my lesson.
Hmm.
Walking away.
You're lucky. I was going to eat you.
Oh, you weren't.
He's gonna feed you the mushrooms. That's how it works. You take something that's alive and you kill it and you put it under the ground and mushrooms come up. That's how it works, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I was pretty
50
sure
feet
that's what I was
away.
gonna do. But Shion has shown you mercy.
You should thank
Or-
Shion.
Indifference.
Go ahead.
Either way.
Hey, Sion.
Thank
Shion.
you, Shion.
Yep, that's
Uh,
the thing.
I don't think that's enough. Kiss her feet. Kiss her shoes.
Do you want some candy? I'll give you some candy.
No, did I said give her candy? I said kiss her shoes.
Not there. I'm
Oh,
about
oh,
60 feet away now.
go kiss her to her.
Good.
Go
Well,
kiss her
good.
to her. Kiss her shoes.
Shion, there's like a hobgoblin running after you. Can I please kiss your shoes?
Can I grab his hammock while he's gone? Can I just roll up his
No.
hammock?
She doesn't want it.
Faster.
I want some
Alex,
candy.
Walking.
While he's gone, can I roll up his hammock? It's mine now. Can I just?
I mean, he's got no recourse. He's like,
I have a hammock.
Poor-
Yay.
Poor Shion just like, I'm so out of here.
Yep. I said we should have walked away in the beginning.
So he's like, oh, come on, not the hammock, man. It's not even a good hammock anymore. You ruined the loop that I put on it there.
Circle of bullying. Oh, I mean, all right here.
Okay. Anything else I
Yeah.
can do for you fellas, folks?
You just feel bad when you eat things that can sing. Yeah. She walks away. I
And
Miyagi
Arlo.
him. I'm good.
All right.
She wa-
So, you leave him there kind of startled and confused from his
Like the rest
his
of
little
us.
catnip.
We're all walking away like, what did we just do?
We showed him.
It sure
Did we?
feels more like we did. Yeah, now we really got him.
I think we legit scared him a little
20
bit.
feet away.
Champion of the mimic rooms.
Gonna be about 300 feet away.
I am going to try to fly straight up and re-get my bearings to where the river is.
Yeah. So I think maybe where we will end it is you guys getting back on the track and whatever, and making your way towards that lake. And we will end it there. We'll pick up with what you find at the lake once you get back. So
Correct.
Okay.
Cool.
all right. First ventures into Thither. Got a couple of leads, pieces of information that you can follow up on as you go forward here. Whether it's going and trying to find the getaway gang, find this unicorn, or even dropping in on Loomlurch itself. So we will be back again next week at 7:30, so you can catch Wild Beyond the Witchlight live here every Tuesday. If you want to, first time checking out the stream and you want to watch the backlog of things that we've got going on, you can always check out the YouTube channel. Yeah, so with that, let's give a raid. Like, Zombie Joe is streaming, so let's go say hi to them.
Thanks for
All right.
watching.
Thanks, everybody.
Everyone.
Thank you. You look like you'll taste good with butter.
Look like you taste good with butter.
Butter, butter, shutter, 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 butter. Metal maple.